In a world searching for gaming knowledge comes the man, the myth, a legend in his own mind, Critical.
Welcome back, guys and gals. Critical here. Today I'm bringing you another episode of Medieval Dynasty. Now, since my child and my wife seem to enjoy my seed supply so much, I have removed all the seeds from my personal storage area where I used to hide them from my workers. And I've put them in this woodshed because nobody uses it for anything. And I'm just hiding my seeds over here. This should work. I was told I can put it in resource storage, but because the villagers have access to resource storage, I decided it's not that I didn't believe you. Please don't think that I'm dismissing what you told me. I'm just too scared to put my crap in here. I don't want them eating my seeds, or wasting them. But now on wasting them, it did turn out that they did lose, or let's make sure they didn't fall through the ground. No, that they didn't use. They lost like 3 seeds out of 64 in this cabbage field. That's not too bad. In any kind of production, any type of farming, there is a loss. You'll always not, you're going to buy, 1,000 bushels of seed or whatever to plant your fields. You have to understand, you might only be able to get 800 out of 1,000 from animals getting into it, mice, rat, all sorts of different, there's all things that can happen to that kind of stuff, even sickness and infestation and stuff like that. So it's so, I guess I understand it. And most of it's my issue because I micromanage. Speaking of micromanagement, a lot of people are having problems with tools. Now, I saw this coming and I made a lot of extra tools. Now, not enough. There's been some reports on the Steam forum that people are going through like 10 knives a day. And knives seem to be one of the big ones, knives and axes. And I want to talk about that for a second. And here is the reason you're going through so many knives. If you look in the Hunter's Lodge, I happen to have a Hunter's Lodge too. I could have 4 hunters in here right now doing nothing but hunting. Please note that it says knife, not knives, not like all your knives put together. There's one knife being shared by 4 workers all at the same time. That's the current hit points of that knife. If you have them gathering all these items, meat, leather, and fur, I'm pretty sure feathers you don't need knives. So you know what? I'm just going to go ahead as a way to level my people. Because this doesn't take a tool, I'm going to max out feather gathering. I don't need so much fur and leather right now. I'm not trying to craft with it. I can get fur and leather by doing the night hunt quests or just going out and hunting. And let's be honest, I probably don't need them to gather as much meat as they're already gathering. But you can see that if I take the feathers all the way down, I'm working my people at 35%. That means one person, 35% using that knife. If I had these all maxed, then they're going to be using the knife that much more often. They're going to use it every hour. 10 hit points would come off that knife right now just for meat. And then 0.0 or 0.4 every hour. And then probably, for the leather. And then probably half a point roughly every hour just for fur. If I max these to 100 just for this one worker, and this happens to be, or not actually all of them to 100, but let's put 35, so I go, there we go, and 30. That's a lot of hit points because that's 1 per, that's 1 per, that's 2 per. If I had these at all 0 and I told them all I want you to get me is just meat, just get me meat, that's 20 hit points of that knife being taken off. If I add workers, they're going to be able to get they might be able to get 30, 40, 60 meat per hour. And every hour you'll be, you can almost get to the point where every 2 hours you could use a knife. If you had level 10 gatherers or hunters, level 10 hunters, and all you had to do was getting you meat, you'll go through a knife an hour. It's very possible. Here's the point, at least as I saw it, do I really need them gathering all this? Remember the old days, it wasn't too long ago, in medieval Dynasty where they didn't need tools. And it didn't matter, that you had your people out there gathering all this stuff. And you're like, oh my God, I've got 382 meat that I can't do anything with. No, I have people cooking. The crafters have to catch up. The balance in my village is not there. I must obtain balance. But until then, I've got a lot of meat that I ain't doing nothing with. And you know what's the worst thing in the world? Wasted. Trust me, I know. Question is, how do you work it? I mean, right now, I'm going to set my gathering professions at a minimal level. I don't need the logs. I don't need the iron so much. Iron, I guess, for making tools, because I do have the smithies going full bore. But I've got, how much is it? 1,573 iron that's not even in my chest. And in my storage units, I've got 259 iron. I've got over 200 fur, over 300 leather. I have 1,000 logs right here. And I have all these logs right here, stacks of hundreds of logs that I'm doing nothing with right now. So I've told my woodworkers, collect some logs, do firewood for me and collect sticks. Why are they collecting sticks? I can't sell them. You can use them for crafting, and it is a leveling tool. I want to get my woodworkers all to 100, or excuse me, to 10. And the best way to get to level 10 is have them gather something which is cheap and easy. All right, so you are planting oats. Try not to lose any seeds. I'm watching you. I'm watching. Don't drop any seeds. Don't waste. Was that a wasted seed? Was that a wasted seed? No, it wasn't. But it better not have been a wasted seed. Just kidding. Let's see what they're doing over here. The ladies should be working the flax field now. Yep, so fertilizing and coming right behind her. I like when they work together. Now, when that guy's done seeding over there, my guess is that they've coded the AI to try to work on one field at a time together. So these two went over there and they did a job. There was some plowing to be done and he's seeding. And she said, okay, I'm going to come over here and start the next field and do the next job, which happened to be fertilizing. She got done over there, comes over here, and this, this is my wife. And then comes over here and starts hoeing. I think when he gets done seeding, he's going to come join them on this field. Good way to code and do the management of the field workers. I don't know if going away from, getting away from the village breaks that, but we'll see. But yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about. The reason, tools are being used way too quickly and people are going crazy about, I don't have enough tools. There's no way I can keep up with my tools. Well, basically, you just need to micromanage what they're doing. Don't set them to 100 and stop being a hoarder. And I'm one of the worst cases when it comes to hoarding. Well, I'm probably not the worst, but at least in my game world, I'm the worst hoarder that there is. I'm hoarding like there's no tomorrow, and I don't even have use for half the stuff that I'm hoarding. I mean, look at all this meat. This is old roasted meat. I got 15 of them sitting here just going to waste. So I'm going to go ahead and eat those. Leave the potage to my people, I guess. Leave the potage so they don't so they don't keep eating my my seeds. Now, I did do a test. I was out hunting and I called my horse And I was, where was I? I was like way over here at the lake. You can call your horse. Even if your horse is sleeping, I was able to call my horse to me. Now, I don't know if that's a bug or if that's intended, but it definitely is nice that, because it says village whistler, I think is the name of the skill. Let me find this real quick again. It would be in farming, village whistleblower, which made me think that you had to be within a certain distance to use the whistle ability. Where am I going? I need to turn in the night quest over here, and I want to check something in the mine. We're going to actually do something I haven't done in a long time. We're going to travel by foot. I want to call my horse when I'm across the lake and over by the mine over here. Now, I'm not going to make you stay with me the entire time traveling over to the other side, but I at least wanted to let you know what I was doing. Let's go ahead and get washed off. Ah, there you are. Do you know there's not a tree there? You're swinging for thin air, buddy. All right, so I got rid of your animals. Thank you very much. Your animal issues are gone. I'm just going to add those iron arrows into my tally. Like, I'm now carrying 78. I like that you can just carry as, you know, the idea that you can only have 50 arrows. I'm glad they got rid of the quiver size. I would never use it. And I'm glad that they made it so you just carry as many arrows as you can. You know, let weight be the determining factor. Let's see, you got a kid standing outside. You got a kid in your arms. You're supposed to be in the mine. I just got you working the mine again. Okay. Yeah, I was pretty sure. Somebody was wondering about lighting up the mine so that they can... I think they're probably a streamer. Or, you know, that's my guess, because you can see pretty well. You can see okay when you're in here, especially now that you don't have to try to find the stuff, because when you mine it, it just automatically gives it to you. It goes in your inventory. Speaking of that, yeah, all this stuff's gone. All the old stuff in here is gone. I did want to confirm that. But yeah, they were like, well, what can we do? And we were like, put standing torches. And somebody thought that you'd have to put standing torches every year. And is it me or they changed the model, the look of the standing torch a little bit? I think it looks really good. But no, these torches I placed here a few years ago in the game, and they're still here, and they still light up every night, I'm pretty sure. So anything in here? No? Okay. Yeah, once again, how many resource storage 3s do I actually need? I've been overproducing for so long, and it's a drain on the system. Let's go ahead and call my horse. And there's my horse. Hey, don't walk. I hate when the horse is in a walking mood. You have to... try to catch him. Usually means you have to poke his butt. Try to mount him from behind before I'll let you get on. It's like, damn, this horse is picky. All right, we have to head over and turn in those shoes to Hornica. And I don't have any quests over here. Now, it's what the southeast they were saying. So I'd say this is south and this is east. And there's a new cliff face. I still don't know where that is. I'm wondering if that's maybe somewhere over here. I am curious. I would like to see it. I wish in the update note, well, maybe, take it back. I was going to say, I wish the developers would have pinpointed exactly where it is. I would like to have known exactly where it is so that I could be, the first to show it to you as a YouTube creator. It's like, hey, look what I found, or look at this. I think it's better, though, for you as a player, or, even me as a player, not, disregard the fact that I do videos, and go find it for yourself. There's something out, there's something new. We're going to give you a generalized idea where this new thing is. Good luck, go find it. Not a bad idea, honestly. I'm just not sure what they mean by a new cliff face, or a cliffside. Did the land fall away? Did they expand the map a little? My best guess is that they maybe added a little bit to the map over here or something, because it's supposed to be in the southeast. Maybe they... I think what we need to do is keep looking out for where the roads are. As they add road in, see, this area right here is undeveloped. You can't actually go out here. And I don't know where the original edge was over here. I'm wondering if that new cliff face is over, because that road runs right into it. Or maybe it's along this. Oh, wait a second. Maybe it's right along here on this side of Hornica. Maybe this is that new cliff face. Oh. Somebody will find it before I do, I'm sure. I'm sure somebody's already found it. When I do, you know, if somebody does find it and I find out where it is, I'll at least pinpoint it or show you guys the new feature that's supposed to be in the game. Off to Hornica we go. Unless, of course, something interesting happens on the way there, I'll bring you back once we get there. Coming up to Hornica, and I think I have a wolf on my tail. That's why I decided to have a torch out. Yep. Oh, he's attacking the horse. Hey! Stop attacking my horse. Okay, you're making weird noises, buddy. You're dead. You attacked my horse. And you kept attacking my horse. He didn't care that I had a torch out. I was afraid that he was just going to keep attacking my horse there for a second. As he wasn't trying to attack me, my horse was an easy target. Now, did you stop bleeding, buddy? Let's mount you real quick and see what your stats are. Okay, he's alright. A few hits. He'll be fine here really quick. Alright. Over there. In the sewing hut, I'm sure. Then I want to get home and check my my fields. I'm going to look at some management stuff and see what happened. You want me to go back? Yeah, I get it. Been there, done that before. You know, the only good thing, well, not good thing, but the only thing that would have been convenient is if I'd lost my horse, I was in the right place because I could have just bought another one. And I don't know what happens to your saddlebag and stuff. Do you pick that up and put it in your inventory when your horse dies? Do I really want to test it? No. Sorry, I don't. If it happens, hopefully it happens on video and I can show you, but yeah, I'd rather not and say we did. I'll let somebody else do that testing. Well, I mean, I have a lot of gold. I mean, I could afford to do the tests. I guess what I could have done is, had I thought about it, I could have let that wolf kill my horse in town because I was right there and could have bought another horse. Hindsight being 2020 and this being 2021, I didn't think about it. It would have been interesting. You know that saying, hindsight's 2020? You know what's really funny about that saying? 2020 is behind us now. It actually is hindsight. It's in the past. Thank God, because it was a horrible year. But still, 2020 is in the past. It actually is hindsight now. Interesting. Things that you think about. Oh, I'm going to take a little damage there. I am going to get myself back to town, and we will see how my fields look. And we will check on the management of everything else as well. Coming up to my village. And they're still working, which is a good sign. All right, so this one is completely done. You guys are almost done with this. Yeah, they're following each other as they go. And you're seeding. And you're doing the manure. And they do seem to start from this corner and work that way in the fields. That's been a consistent theme that I've seen. So they came over here, started, and then they're going to end over there, and then they start over here. So the next time she's going to start over here and fertilize it. And they will get, I do need 3 field workers at a minimum to handle my fields and get all, at least at this time of year, to get everything done and planted. I wonder how many seeds they currently have. Let's go check. If they screw up the flax seeds, it's gonna hurt because that's my big money maker. If they screw this up too much, 151 seeds. They're not gonna have enough seeds to get 100% done. They still have 2 fields. 2 full fields. Yeah, they're gonna be, I think they're gonna be like 15 or 20 short. We'll wait to see for sure, but I have a feeling they're going to be 15 to 20 short. Now, I have some flaxseed that I keep, like I said, in my little hidden stash. Let's make sure that none of those have gone missing while I've been gone today. No, they haven't. I have 30 flaxseed sitting over here. So, hidden stash. Okay. Management tab. Let's look at my hunting lodge, because that was one of the big ones. The weapon she has now is at 53%. She's been working at a good clip. Let's go check knives. I think I had 31. See, my people are making knives as well. So I didn't decrease. I increased my knife capacity. So I could add a hunter or 2 before I'd be losing knives and not gaining on knives. So I'm pretty good when it comes to, I found a good balance. I'll keep making knives. If I put 1 more worker, like my wife will be in there at some point when I have some other farmers back because they're not having kids anymore, then that'll be a different situation I need to check out. I think beyond that, I'm okay. Yes, I'm making recurve bows and crossbows because they're quest items, or if I need money, I can sell them. So the hunting lodge is doing good. I think my production is adequate to, firewood. Winter will be the true test, but how much firewood do I have right now? Have I gone up in firewood? I think I would have. Oh yeah, I'm over 700 firewood now. My people are keeping up with that. Yep, I just gotta keep an eye on the logs. And I've got 1,300 sticks that I can't do much with. Fortunately, they don't weigh a lot, but they're a good way to level. And the same thing with feathers. I'm almost up to 1,000 feathers. I have 204. See, if you have that balance, then we're doing good. You know, with 2 woodsheds and 2 smithies, I've got crafters. Well, gatherers, extractors, and crafters going pretty good. Speaking of which, I want to see if any of my crafters have leveled up yet. Because I know they level up a little bit faster now than they would have before. Okay, no. I don't have any 4s yet. I think I'll see 4s from the people in the tavern first, because I still say simple torches is probably the easiest way to level if you have the capacity for it. But all you need for making roasted meat is just the meat, and I'm getting a ton of meat. And right now they're doing 6 per hour. That's a lot of roasted meat, and it's hopefully a lot of experience for them. Let's check on, actually, let's eat what I have on me first. Not the raw meat. I don't want to get sick, and I need to be careful. Okay, at least I wasn't, it went down. I was like, I'll try to eat the fur. It might be a little stringy, but, you know, I'll make the attempt. And this is the new, we're adding to that. Okay, so yeah, I'll never get through all this meat. Oh, you know what I need to check on? Animal feed. Where am I on animal feed? Now, I have my barn producing animal feed. That's the one thing they're working on right now. 170, so I'm going up. because I know I had a less than 170, and all the troughs are at 100% because I keep adding food to it. So my farmers, since they're still working, I can actually see this real quick. In the barn, how much animal feed are you producing an hour? 6 animal feed an hour. And I have one farmer who is level 6. And she's able to keep up with the animal feed. Now, I don't have, too many animals, but I've been smart and I got rid of animals I didn't need. And I'm keeping the minimum number of animals around just to provide what I think I need, fertilizer and stuff like that. I do want to have somebody start working on fertilizer soon, though. Once again, I'm a hoarder. I've got a ton of fertilizer. Yeah, here's my hoard stash. I've got 146 there, almost 300 there. I've got leather underneath that. Let's just say I've got a plethora of supplies that I'm not even tapping into yet. Okay, did they get 100% of the oat field? It looks like they got 100% of the oat field planted. They had extra oats, so even if they lost a couple seeds, they would have made it through. And, oh, they're still over here working. That's what I'm saying. Are you guys still going at it? I would love for him to finish this one because then I would know for sure. I think he's going to need that additional 30 to make it. He shouldn't. They had exactly the right amount of seeds. And once again, I'm micromanaging my field. But I need at least 128 seeds, 64 seed slots, or plots, farms. What are you doing over here? Tell me about it. What do you do in my... You're an animal breeder. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're the one that probably walks around and you're probably looking... Oh, you're probably going to go over and take care of my horse, aren't you? Yes, you are. Because it's my horse that she's always drawn to because the horse isn't, my mount. Oh, the light turns on and they all walk away. Did you get this finished, though? 1, 2. So I need... My horse is going to walk him in for a little bit. I said it was 128, so I need 130. Let's go see how many seeds they lost. Now we have a good idea. Maybe the field worker, while they were planting, got hungry. They have lost a few, but not as many as I was afraid of. Not as many as I was afraid of. 123. They've lost about 7 seeds so far. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take exactly 7 seeds and we'll see how many more they waste the next day when they're planting. What quests do I still have to turn in? Just a sow me quest. And it's turn over and... Which town? Okay, up there. I might run over there in the middle of the night so that I can stay around town close to the village and see if that helps avoid seed loss. I'm wondering if they're losing, well, not 5 seeds in transition. I could see, like when I get too close to town and they have to, quote unquote, spawn in, is that when they're losing? But that would be like 1 seed, maybe, that they would have lost, not, 7 seeds. Drop that off, drop the extra meat off that I collected when I was out. Looks like they started the fire themselves. Yeah, yesterday they were all sitting around the fire and they weren't lit. I'm like, what are you people doing? What are you doing with your lives? You're dazed and confused. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is run over there and turn this quest in really quick. And I will spend the remainder of the day. What I can do is work on palisades and use the mount check. Oh, FYI, the mount thing that little thing that you can do where you overburden yourself, but not your horse, and your horse goes at full speed. The developers know about it. Is the response was, oh darn, I got too high. The developers know about it. Enjoy it while you can. So that tells me that the developers are going to be fixing that. That your weight, I don't know if your particular weight, like if you're not overweight, that won't have an effect. But if you are overburdened, then that will make your horse unable to move too. And I think that's fair. I don't know if I like the idea of them saying your weight is added to their weight, and now your horse, it kind of nullifies how much your horse can carry. But that's a discussion for a different day. Let's see how they fix it, and then we can talk about it. But I'm going to go ahead and call the episode here. I've been Critical. This has been Medieval Dynasty. I hope you guys have enjoyed this content. If you have, drop a like, consider subscribing, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take it easy. Bye.